Hello everyone, my name is Yusufxo'ja and I'm honored to start the presentation of our business plan. So the topic of our presentation is online banking, which is called Virtue Bank Corporation. Our service is called Virtue Bank Corporation. Here in this slide, you can see the logo of our corporation, the colors which we use, and our motto, which sounds like we'll get it from here. So we can understand that all the responsibility we take into our service. So here are the members of our presentations. As you can see, and our agenda is, first of all, it's introductory part. Then we will describe the product and service we provide you. Then some market analysis and research, which will be followed by organizational plan, and some financial structure, as well as expected results and risk assessments. I hope everything will be clear during our presentation, and it will be very interesting. So let's get down to main part.
So let me continue our project with the introductory part. The concept of our idea is very new to our country. We can say that it's a real startup. Moreover, there are very few such kind of projects throughout the globe. World is facing nowadays rapid globalization. Globalization's economic development and industrialization brings dynamic life where majority don't have enough time, free time, and always centralized on work. Due to this, many important and frequently used services became mobile. For instance, food delivery, clothes delivery, treatment delivery, and many others. However, people still waste their time to some services that could be successfully accomplished online, like banking. People still go to banks to pay for their utility bills, to transact money, to withdraw money, to open a bank account, to take credits, to receive money, and for many other purposes. Our project is unique throughout the Uzbekistan, and for you to understand the concept fully and clearly, we will give much effort to be distinct and made a lot of research on this base. The name of our project is Virtue Bank Corp. Our motto is, as you see, we will get it from here. As we have mentioned above, our bank is fully online. There is no physical building that will somehow serve clients as any traditional bank does. We will perform a service that banks should perform with some exceptions and additions.
Well, now the part of the description of a product. So let's get now into the business and start with the uniqueness of a product. It means to say that our product is unique. I have to say that there are only two prototypes of this kind of business. The first one is located in Russia and was made in Russia, and the second one will be ours. So the next step should be discussed is the top security level we have made for our online bank. We have integrated three systems of the security. The first one is the blockchain for storing your privacy, for your private data. The next one is two-factor authentication. And the last but not least is the voice security system. Well, all these factors lead to the variety of services, which will be described on the next slide. But as a conclusion for this slide, I have to say that variety of services tends to make service convenient and flexible for people who are using our application. By the way, about application, we will have an online application for smartphones, and then we have our online website with the help of which you can monitor or analyze or always check your account and your data. So if we'll go down to the services, the first one which I want to describe for you is the family card. What is this family card? So based on that, I have just told you about our application, that our application will be very easy to use. Our bank is designed for people of different age and categories. The question may arise how children or older people will be able to use our services. So that's why we have invented family cards. The head of the family can open up an account in our bank and then give copies of a card to his family members so they can spend some money from there. And then he can put some limit on that cards as well, so in order to not to have an overdraft on his card. So the next service is one of the key features of our bank is 0% loans, means to say 0% based credits. As you understand, we seriously took care of the security of your data, since we expect a large mass of the population, attraction of the population. For this, of course, we worked on the credit system too. In this matter, we turned to the Islamic Bank and applied their practice at home. Well, you may ask us, what is the profit then? From where we will get the profit? I have to say that this method of issuing a loan works as follows. Upon agreement with our client, we become his partner in this business for which we have issued and agreed the loan. And then we became his partners until the agreed amount of money. For example, we are giving a loan an amount of $1.5 million, and we become his partner till our revenue becomes $2 million. So the next step is the money storage. We have option of storing your money in the form of gold. Obviously, you will have an opportunity to store your money in usual way as well. However, our unique option gives you lots of benefits. Since the gold is one of the most stable goods in terms of value, we decided to integrate such an option. All you have stored in our bank with the help of one button in our online application can be transferred to gold. And the charge for this option will be annually 1% of an amount which you have stored in gold. So the last but not least service is the multi-currency cards. Means to say easily and basically speaking, you will have one card, which you can use in Sums in Uzbekistan, and the same card you can use, for example, in Switzerland, but there in Switzerland, you can use it with the help of francs. So your money will be automatically exchanged to the francs. So all these were the main and key features of our bank, and the detailed information about these features you can see in our business plan. Thank you.
First of all, I would like to say thank you. Thank you, Professor, for your videos, for your effort. Our team appreciates it, and I hope to see you next semester. And now let me talk about market analysis and marketing strategy. A market analysis is a qualitative assessment of a market. It looks into the size of the market in terms of volume and value, the various customer segments and buying patterns, the competition, etc. I decided to divide market analysis into the three main parts. They are target market, market need, and challenges. Our target market are people of any age, different social background, who just want to efficiently use their time, who appreciate flexibility and demand innovation and development. Our project for everybody who faces banking issues. And the next one is market need. Over time, consumers have come to expect greater functionality from online banking applications, including full account histories, check imaging, external transfers, and comprehensive bill payment. With the continuing increase in smartphone penetration, financial institutions must adapt their online technologies and strategies to the mobile devices, both phones and tablet computers. Offering a mobile banking app provides necessary functionality and security for today's consumers to conduct their online activities as safely and conventionally as they have come to expect. And it also facilitates the introduction of advanced tools like mobile remote deposit capture, mobile wallet capabilities, and P2P payments. And according to the researchers, I found that there are three main challenges in Uzbekistan. They are traditional banking habits, security, and technical issues. The first one is traditional banking habits. A majority of people is susceptible to change and is well versed in traditional banking. Such aversion to change is usually due to lack of trust in the online system or the inability to operate online portals. Security. Security and protection against fraud and hacking are one of the most significant challenges for banks promoting online banking, and it also the challenge for any e-commerce. In traditional banking, robbers would have to break into the bank to steal money from customers. And the last one is technical issues. Banks are heavily reliant on online platforms to perform operational tasks including cash transfers, transactions recordings, and information storing. A single system crash or bug in coding can cause millions of dollars in losses or can even cause the bank to shut down its operations temporarily. Similarly, customers can lose trust in online banking when it's not functional for that time. And now let's talk about SWOT analysis. I decided to pay more attention on it. So all of us know that SWOT analysis is a framework used to evaluate companies' competitive position and to develop strategic planning. So the first one is strengths. Internet banking has no limits, and it's true. Internet banking can trade between banks and not consider limits about the time and domain, in contrast of the traditional banking. Internet banking supports many bank functions, including account inquiries, transfers, and automatic payment. It provides the comprehensive and diverse services. In addition, it reduces the cost of the banks and clients. Weaknesses: security and lack of customer relationship management. Stand on the customer perspective. The issue of security is one of the important factors that affect customers using internet banking. Theft of account information such as virus attacks and criminal activities fail to reassure customers that use internet banking. One thing that I should mention is that there is lack of customer relationship in Uzbekistan. It means that people do not fully trust internet banking, and according to the survey, people over 40 still prefer to use traditional banking. Opportunities, wealth for people. In the wake of the domestic economy, there is growing interest to pursue more wealth for people. Therefore, demand for banking financial products also show unprecedented levels of efficiency. Internet banking needs to provide adequate services for customers. Customers can choose any product according to their financial needs in line with their own conditions. Opening these financing channels on the internet bank can narrow the distance of the customer and the bank. It is a favorable choice to communicate between banks and their customers. Internet banking will also provide better services. And the last one is threats. Law about internet banking. Unfortunately, internet banking involves many legal issues. And in the practical application of internet banking in Uzbekistan, still lack of supporting law. The relative law is not complete. On the process of using online payment, if customer financial loss occurs, who will compensate for damages? In practice, due to the information asymmetry, prone to leaks and customer information, this state will affect the customer's normal life. And moreover, about organizational plan will be discussed by my group mate. Thank you, Professor.
I'd like to talk about one of interesting part of today's our presentation, organizational plan. All decisions are performed by board of directors and activities are managed by general director. Also, there are actions we need to perform and to launch our project. For instance, get funding, test run, purchasing equipment, creating app and website, etc. We will need 1 or more than 1 year to successfully launch our project and make a dream and a goal come true. The most time-consuming processes are the creation of application and website, as well as recruitment of staff. In order to carry out a quality work on the technical part, we need at least 5 or 7 months. This time period will include the process of recruitment of well-qualified IT people and designers in order to create a website and application with an understandable system. Since we are dealing with a banking application, there shouldn't be any flaws because the bank is doing a huge and responsible job, while a failure in the system can harm not only banking process, whatever it is, but also cause irreparable damage to the image of the bank. Consequently, it's a time-consuming and very hard work, while web designers will work on the design of the program and site, as they should be clear to people of different ages and different social backgrounds. As for staff recruitment, we will need to find people who will meet all our requirements. They are dispatchers, bankers, IT people for further maintenance, accountants, managers, and drivers. The process of finding the right staff always requires a lot of effort and time, which can take us approximately from 3 months to 5 months. So now it's turn to my teammate.
Now, let's get down to the financial part of our business plan. Actually, it's one of the most important parts of business plan since it's always term of money. So we're going to ask for money from world organizations that help developing projects in nations like World Bank, International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, Islamic Development Bank, etc. We plan, we assume, and we do hope that these organizations will be willing to invest into our project, since our project is very ambitious and may have a bright future with the help of enough money and correct allocation of resources. So we have divided our expenses into 2 categories. First one is one-time costs, which includes website and application development, equipment procurement, etc., and then fixed costs like salary, rent, and so on. So I will firstly try to explain you both of our costs, and then we'll move to revenue model. So first, let's start with the one-time cost, since it takes the highest proportion of money investment. As you can see by the graph, biggest capital is required for initial capital. Why do we need initial capital? Initial capital is mainly required for us to have a money turnover in our bank. Simply saying, we need initial capital in order to exist and perform our banking actions.
Actually, $800,000 is not a quite big amount of money for the banks, but our bank is not traditional bank. That's why this money should be enough. Then comes equipment procurement. As you know, equipment is not a cheap thing, and the equipment we need is connected to a technology, and we need to purchase them from abroad. That's why $200,000 will be enough. All the other costs are shown in the graph, as you can see. In order to have more detailed and clear information about the costs that we have calculated, you can refer to our business plan, which will be attached to this presentation. Let's move to fixed costs. What is fixed cost in our project? It's the money that we will pay more than once. Monthly, quarterly, annually, doesn't matter. So the highest proportion takes here salary. We will have 42 employees, and the amount of approximately $41,000 is a adequate sum. And all the other costs as well are shown in the chart. The total invested money will be $1,150,000. One more time, if you want to see more clear calculation, you can refer to our business plan. I would love to stop on every point, but we have a specific time limit that we need to face. Now let's go to revenue model. So how are we going to get revenue? As all other banks, the main source of our revenue will be gained from credits, but our credits are interest-free. So we'll gain our profit from partnership with the organizations which we have invested in. We will be in partnership with them until we get profit of 10 to 25%. It will be dependent on the money invested. As well, we will have multiple bank transaction fees and banking services fee, which will give us some revenue as well. I can assure you that our bank will not live without revenue. Indeed, I can assure you that our bank will be one of the most perspective and successful banks in whole Uzbekistan. Thank you for your attention. Let's get further.
Well, hello everybody. The last section of our presentation will be about expected results, risk assessment, and development process. Let's start with our expectations. Beginning with reminding that we are a fully online company. First, we will face with a big number of downloads and users of our app due to its simplicity and curiosity of people. Our system has to be ready to take a lot of users and be able to prevent customers from bugs that may occur during app usage. Regarding contracts with firms, Virtual Bank Corporation will come up with some contract dealings with other organizations to make easy to our customers to use our system without any problems. The reason to this is, as you may know, a part of salary in Uzbekistan goes directly to the card. And some of the firms establish deals with the banks, meaning that they have only one bank which through it you can get your salary and no other credit card can be intervened. Our company understands and respects its customers, thus such policy will be developed. When we speak about entrepreneurship and the business itself, there are always assumed high risks, which definitely occurs during the work. And the main reason why startups fail is investments, failing to acquire enough funding, meaning that they didn't come with proper planning of budgeting. In our occasion, we have a strong support toward the Ministry of Innovative Development of the Republic of Uzbekistan, which is putting high hopes to us. So investment is not a problem to us, but only spending it to the right way. Second one is management risks. Gathering the right people to the business, as we know, plays a crucial role in the overall well-being, showing us what way we should move and how we move. We have to construct a high-developed administration team that will lead to further success and help to overcome these issues. And Virtual Bank Corporation is online banking system, which is the first in Uzbekistan, and we are expecting long-term competition adventures, seeing someone with the same idea in the future. It's inevitable and cannot be avoided. Thus, all we will do is evolving, finding new techniques, and always being trained in order to face future competition. Another threat may come from government itself. It's more likely that some banking giants will try to purchase our project or to entice some of our case staff. In order to avoid these kind of situations in future, we are planning to become a joint stock company, so that the major part of our project would still belong to us. Finally, we are on risks that don't depend on us. In other words, environmental risks. It's very common today because of menace of COVID-19 throughout the world, also considering earthquakes, radiations, electronic waste, and others. In such times, we just need to hope and believe that with strong and smart team, the right decision will be developed fast and effectively will keep our business not to sink. Now we are on the development processing. We have certain plans in development of our service, which we are going to discuss. One of the steps to the future is, of course, raising our client base, since it's essential to meet the business success. The way we are going to do this is through well-designed advertisement, attracting to this both as simple individuals and as celebrities. Our promotion will be everywhere, in social medias, TVs, billboards, shortly in places where people's attraction is. Another step will be made on the stock market. Nowadays, government of Uzbekistan is trying to evolve its own capital market, so Virtue Bank Corporation is not an exception. Going to IPO is our primary goal. Also, it brings several advantages. Thus, an improving stock market will come in handy. Eventually, our third step is, as an entrepreneur, is investing to the youth, to startups that will play an essential role in the world. We all know how Google turned the planet, and they now searching the brainiest guys who are able to do this again. We will possess such companies like YouTube, Android Maps, and many others, so the aim should be big as we do. Thank you, that's all I wanted to tell. I hope everything was clear, and now it seems to be time to conclude.
Okay, it's me again. And in conclusion, I'd like to say that we hope that we were able to clarify you all our ideas concerning this business plan. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask according these two emails, or you can refer to our business plan, where everything is written in detail. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your patience. I hope everything was okay. Goodbye. Thank you.